Greetings everyone, I am Thomas the Retro Nerd, reviewing the games good or bad. Today we're going to be talking about Inspector Gadget.
Created by Bruno Bianchi, Andy Hayward, and Gene Chalopin, the show is about a half-human, half-robot detective. Oh no, don't you dare, don't you even freaking dare! I will get to you eventually, wait your turn. Not making that comparison since someone else already did it. Besides, this one came out first. The show has a simple formula. Inspector Gadget himself, voiced by the late Don Adams, gets an assignment by Chief Quimby, voiced by Dan Hanassi, telling Gadget to stop Dr. Claw, voiced by Frank Welker, from whatever he's doing each episode. Even though Gadget can't solve the case with his gadgets glitching up, he gets some secret help from his niece Penny, voiced by Cree Summer Franks, and their dog Brain, also voiced by Frank Welker.
Whoa, what the? There's some sort of interference going on? What the hell is...
Fuck. How pitiful of you to praise my mortal enemy all this time.
Claw?
That's Dr. Claw to you, you great Dreamazoid!
The fuck are you doing hijacking my show?
What else? I'm here to ruin your day by making you play the Inspector Gadget video game.
What, are you kidding me? I already reviewed that game over 7 years ago.
But were you satisfied with the final results?
Fair point. Well, why would reviewing this game help you out anyway?
That'll finally get that buffoon off my back for good.
You're kidding.
I never kid when it comes between me and my nemesis.
God damn, you're pathetic. Not as pathetic as this guy.
Critic! He made me look stupid!
Duly noted.
I have some fond memories with the show. Even though it was an 80s cartoon, I caught syndicated runs on Nickelodeon from the mid to late 90s. So, as usual, with the growing popularity of the show, it branched out with TV specials, a toy line, a couple of movies, and video games. Say what you want about the Inspector Gadget movie, I find it entertaining for what it is. Matthew Broderick did a fine job as the main character. Plus, I do have a soft spot for Rupert Everett as Claw.
Oh no, not that idiot, this one.
And here's an interesting fact. Did you know that Stan Winston created the animatronics for this movie? That's right, the same man who created the Terminator and the Predator. Also, the movie was going to be 2 hours long, but test audiences made them change everything. Kind of explains why we have a lot of cartoon sound effects in it.
Whatever, let's just get things started. This is my re-review of Inspector Gadget on the Super Nintendo.
So we pop in the cartridge and it starts with a recreated scene from the intro, and what's wrong with the title screen? They use the Inspector Gadget theme from the Christmas special. The hell?
Okay, for the hardcore fans out there, what would you prefer? This? Or this? I've been watched by good people.
Hate to be harping on something that seems minor, but the main theme is what most people remember from the show. AIM, Hudson Soft, shame on you both. Anyway, the game begins with Penny being chased by a bad agent. Oddly, this is so out of character for Claw because he doesn't know who Penny is in the entire series. Why does he have to kidnap Penny in the first place? She's valuable to Gadget, but to no one else.
You know that she's the one who foiled my plans. I had to do away with her one of these days. She's the one who throws away my secrets.
Well, if you act all your plans are secret, how does Chief Quimby find out about them?
I don't hire honest people.
Oh, that makes sense. Not.
Each level is represented by a message from Chief Quimby, and like in the cartoon, the message self-destructs in his face. That is brilliant. So the game's plot is very simple.
We gotta stop Claw and rescue Penny.
You get to see the Gadget-mobile during the stage introduction, which is kinda cool. We got 6 levels in this game. A haunted castle in the UK, a clock tower in Switzerland, the Amazon rainforest in South America, the ancient Inca ruins, the Egyptian pyramids, and a snowy mountain in the Himalayas. Even though that Brain doesn't help Gadget in this game, he does make a cameo in each level for some assistance. This game is a run-of-the-mill platformer, like most NES and Super Nintendo games. You control Gadget with the D-pad, jump with the B button, punch and headbutt with the A button, and use your gadgets with the Y button. Gadget has many different gadgets to work with in this game. You have bombs, helicopter hats, extendo hands in his hat, arrows, plungers, and mini gadgets.
Those gadgets are pathetic. He couldn't figure out how to get them working.
Stupid glitches.
By all means, these gadgets work out pretty well. They all have their purpose and don't feel out of place. Grabbing multiple versions of the same weapon upgrades its power. The maximum is 3, though when it blinks it becomes the most powerful stage of attack. I like it. Plus, every time Gadget punches someone, they say ouch every time. That's kind of humorous. Also, Gadget can punch boulders in his way.
So Gadget can't figure out how to control his gadgets, but he can punch boulders right in front of him.
So we start off in the castle in the UK, and no, it's not Transylvania. This isn't Castlevania. Although I do want to take a look at that game series one day. When you enter, it's just what you expect. Mad agents everywhere, including mummies, ghosts, and skeletons. Oh my!
Wizard of Oz, eat your heart out. Where's my water?
Continuing on discussing the first level, you only have a plunger gadget and the arms to start off with. You grab the other gadgets as the game progresses, and to use your gadgets, you have to collect hats for ammo. If you run out of hats, Gadget will just wave a white flag. Anyway, the graphics look pretty good for Super Nintendo wise. Although it does look like an early PC game in my eyes. For what it is, it does capture the likeness from the show. Though Gadget moves really weird. He shuffles his feet a lot while jumping like Luigi in Mario 2. It looks like they took the walking animation and sped it up for effect. It kinda distracts me.
Don't forget that the jumping in this game is absolutely pitiful. Not only it's too fast and slippery, it causes so many problems when landing on platforms.
Oh yeah, thank you for notifying me, Claw.
Anyway, he's right. The game causes delays from the jumping mechanics and for using items. You crouch before jumping, which makes me fall off of platforms before making the full jump. A little fact right here. Gadget is only allowed to get hit once, kinda like Arthur in Ghosts and Goblins. Getting hit by enemies at first isn't that troublesome, but as the game progresses, the game will mostly take cheap pod shots. Never like that.
That is one of the main reasons why I hate this game.
Another bad thing is that if you get a game over at any point of the level you're in, you have to start the level from the beginning. Believe me, I game over it almost a dozen times while playing this game. Every time I die, I feel like I just can't give up at this point. I wanted that urge to win. Anyway, the last issue I have with this game is the camera. It follows you around the game and stops at certain points. So you'll be taking cheap shots from enemies because the camera decides to be a huge dick. Not to mention the fact you'll not know what's ahead when you travel upwards. Classic air suspension shit lifts. Thanks, AVGN.
Why was it programmed this way? It was fine following Gadget around. What's this with this delayed bullshit? Another game over. Now I have to start from the beginning of the level all over again.
Dr. Claw 1, Retro Nerd 0. Looks like you're back to square one. Anyways, after Gadget beats my mad agents, we're introduced to the first boss of this level.
Yeah, that's another thing I don't like about this game. The boss battles are a joke. They're just easy fights. All of them are just hit and run. Sure, Claw is around, but he does nothing throughout all the fights. Besides, any gadget can hurt them with no effect put in. This is a missed opportunity to use selection of villains from the show. You have a big rogues gallery of visible villains from the show, and you use none of them? I know that Claw is the main villain, but all I ask is a little variety, game. And of course, I'll be beating up a dead horse if I don't mention this. This game is also infamous for showing Dr. Claw's face. Wait, that's what Claw looks like? A grumpy old man?
Well, I don't even have to care anyway, because this game is non-canon. It has nothing to do with the TV movies or specials or whatever it is connected to the series.
That's not Dr. Claw's face. Too bad we'll never know what he looks like. So for the final boss, you have to defeat all the bad agents around the shuttle along with the turbines. Then go inside to fight Claw in his doomsday machine that looks like it was ripped out of Aliens. Whatever, this fight is pathetically easy. You just have to hit him plenty of times while he's jumping at you and shoots... lemons? Look, I know they're supposed to be laser balls or something, but... they just look more like lemons. So we defeated Claw, rescue Penny, and we get a final letter from the chief telling Gadget that he was captured by Claw now. Ugh, they open a door for a sequel? Glad that didn't happen.
Hold on, you beat the game?
Yeah, it wasn't hard. Frustrating, but not hard.
I knew I would admit defeat.
Yeah, I just said.
I'll get you next time, Gadget, and you too, Retro Nerd. Next time!
Whatever. Some people label this game as good, others say that it was a pile of trash. But in my opinion, this game is playable, but it still sucks.
I like how the game shows attention to detail from the series, but with the repetitive gameplay, lack of creativity from the bosses, all around cheap shots from the enemy placement, it's just a mess. Even though I did beat it, I wasn't satisfied at the end. Then again, the soundtrack is catchy to listen to. Another case of a bad game with a good soundtrack. Whoop-de-frickin'-do. Overall, if you're an Inspector Gadget fan, I say pass on this game. It's not worth it.
Well, now that I gave this game a proper review, I'd never get to play it again. I'm Thomas the Retro Nerd, thank you all for watching. See you guys in my next review.